Good evening. How are we all doing?
Evening.
You know some of us here, but welcome, Jill.
Thank you.
Some of you will know Jill as well. Jill's one of our close friends and part of the Friends of Highland Paranormal group. Hopefully there'll be a few more folk joining us as the evening goes on. There's a few folk supposed to be joining us. And if you want to join us, just give us a shout. But let us know you're here. It's telling us there's 5 people.
Oh, there's a lurker.
There's 5 people.
Say hello.
Good evening again, Lawrence. So everybody's good?
Yes. Nae bad. As we say in
Hey, bad. Evening, Scott.
I want to jinx it by saying we're good, so we say we're nae bad.
That's a very Scottish thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
especially in the village, you're ruled with superstition and rituals, and if you do something unlucky, you've got to do the countermeasure to undo it. And I still have to do things because I was brought up, and it just makes me too anxious. It's just easier to do the countermeasure, and then bad luck's gone.
Yeah. That's a good thing. We'll start. I was going to start with Christmas, but let's not start with Christmas. Let's start with superstitions that you've been brought up with and you still do.
Mm-hmm. So the biggest one I do is I've got myself on my bags and everything out of the car, and I get in the car and I've forgotten something and I've got to go back into the house. I was always screamed at to sit down and start my journey afresh, because it's bad luck to turn on a journey. So you just sit down, and I have to do it. I just have to do it. It's just too anxious for me not to do it. So I get in, pick up my phone if I've ever left behind, sit down. There's a little box in the porch or the kitchen bar stool, and run off again, start my journey fresh.
I like that. I hadn't heard of that one.
No, me neither.
No, I like that one.
Maybe
Yeah,
if it's one.
Yeah. How about you, Jill?
Mine's obviously got to have black cats crossing your path.
Good or bad?
Good luck. Most definitely. I've always been surrounded by black cats. Well, until just now, Tiffany's grey and white, Dexter's black and white, but I've always had black cats. So it's always been, to me, some sort of lucky sign. Folks say black cats are always really bad luck, and they're not photogenic or anything, but no, I just believe in the good luck.
Yeah. I was always brought up that they were bad luck if a black cat crosses your path. Yeah, but there you go. How about you, Kyra?
Not allowed to walk under a ladder, and if you go out the front door, you have to come in the front door. You can't go in the back door.
My mum's a good one for that.
Yeah. No idea why, but
yeah. Don't cut your.
But you then.
I was going to say, don't cut your nails on a Sunday.
Why?
Salt.
Salt. Yeah, you're reading my mind. That's spooky. Or you've been talking to my mum.
No.
But yeah, the salt one and the nails. Yeah, add the ladder, but the ladder one is kind of common sense, I think. To be fair,
New shoes go on a table. White flowers in the house is lucky.
Yeah.
My mum wouldn't put white flowers in the house, so Ian and Grant I was well warned of the buying flowers. Don't have white flowers in the bunch.
I'm busy looking at my white orchids sitting at the fireplace.
I've got a pot of white tulips, but they're artificial, so I don't think they count.
So is mine, so maybe that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Barry, we're asking the same question.
The link is in the para page.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. Hopefully you'll join us. You'll join us soon, and we can get your superstitions as well to see how you're getting on. So we will now ask. Moving on for superstitions. Christmas. Are you ready?
Nope.
Well, I'm in a way because we took the Christmas presents for Holland, or we're in October. Iona wanted a big air purifier, so I've got that in the Black Friday sale. So I've given it to her to try, and she may as well use it for now. A few little thingies, and we didn't do adult presents, just kiddies presents. But so Christmas is sorted, kinda. Just bar putting up the decorations.
Yeah. Whose decorations are up then?
Yeah.
Whose decorations are up already?
I've
Nope.
seen a lot
Fine.
of drives.
Ours are up. This is the earliest ever they've been up.
I know it's still November, remember?
Yeah, I know. I know.
I think mine will go up this week, but that's purely just because it's the only time I have because I'm on holiday this week. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd leave later. But yeah, we'll do the mammoth task this week sometime.
I'll
Yeah.
do the primary school outside because I do the plant pots and things, so I decorate the walkway up to the school. So we'll do that probably this weekend because it's only like then 3 weeks for school. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the same when you got little kids.
No, that's true. That's true.
It's not the same when you work in retail. It
Yeah.
can be hellish. Yeah, you're scunnered because Christmas starts in July with all the stuff coming in. You've got to check it, store it, make sure the point of sale is correct. And then as soon as you dare to put out any packaged cards at Christmas time, that's when all the moaning starts. It's like, oh, for God's sake, we haven't even had summer and you're putting out Christmas cards. Like it's all my fault, of course, you know. But yeah, it spoils it by the time you get to about mid-November. You're just like, I'm done. I'm so done. I want it over.
Yeah.
I a wee part-time job after school in the Copay in Banff. So Christmas was just it's a tiny little coat, but was the biggest kind of supermarket in Banff at this time. So everybody shopped there. It was like 3 aisles, and it was just mayhem. And I hated Christmas for a long time after that because I had to work at Christmas Eve all the time, and I drove my batty because we had a 7-track tape. It has fixed number of songs and it was played on loop. Thankfully, we didn't take Christmas early as we do now, and it was like 1950s Christmas songs like "I Want to Spend Christmas on Christmas Island." I know the tunes. I know the songs.
I hate to
That's
tell you,
without a
but it hasn't
drink.
changed.
Yeah, I was 3 Christmases I spent doing that. So
Yeah. No, I do feel for folk in retail. And to be honest, I know that, shoppers are bad, but I do think that probably the worst thing must be Christmas. Must be Christmas music. Must be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We haven't got ours changed yet, but it's coming soon.
Yeah. Morning, Mark. We won't tell him. That's fine. Hope all is good in New Zealand. Scott, if you're still watching, I have sent you a link if you want to join us. I sent you a link to you, Mark, as well, but I think since you're working, we better not.
have we all got drinks?
I've actually really
Water.
wimped out. I've got a nice big mug of tea
So do
with
I.
my mate on it.
After a hard day, I've got Apple Bandits, raspberry cider for
Oh,
Holland.
no.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got Thornton's chocolates, which I'm so tempted to grab another one. I wish I could share them. I honestly do.
No,
So-
I'm fine.
Yeah, Scott says he loves Christmas all year round. So we'll wait. He's going to come on, I think. So we'll wait till he comes on, and then we're going to ask everybody what their favourite Christmas tune is. And meanwhile, anybody's watching who wants to drop in let's make a Christmas playlist. What your favourite Christmas tune is? Yeah, have a think about it. Yeah, and we're not allowed to pick the same one. No pressure.
I've got 2 then.
No. So we've got to have a backup. Sold.
Yeah. I'll go last. So I've got a few I can handle with, so can take with. But yeah, Christmas it does start too early. The fact that this year there was Christmas stuff in shops before Halloween, that should
That's
be
same as all.
illegal.
You walk
Then-
into Tesco's in August and the sweeties are out.
And don't
Yeah.
forget, get cream eggs in on Christmas Eve usually.
Yeah.
That begins.
Oh,
Yep.
dear.
It does take the fun out of it a little bit.
It does. It seems to just get earlier and earlier, but it's not really. No, we're only actually, well, for us, we're only 1 week behind last year
Right.
with things, so it's not that much earlier. I know all stores will be different, but
Yeah. Can it not just be Halloween every day?
exactly.
Yeah.
Then you could wear that suit all the time.
Good, couldn't I?
I had this Halloween. I have it every year because we're a tiny community, but we get organised. So the kids have a Halloween disco at the primary school, and then they go up in groups. And we usually get a rough estimate. So I prepared 35 Halloween sweetie bags, and I was really short, so they really I hate it because I had some sweets left over, but the last few got less than the rest of them. So, oh, stress! I just not like giving less to some kids than others.
That's quite impressive, though. 35 bags. Yeah.
No, but I think I did 35 last year. I was maybe about 30. Yeah. The country kids come and do the disco and then walk around the village. Well, the hamlet. It's on one side of the road. But yeah, got lots of kids. Lot of kids.
Are you sure there's not coming around twice?
I think I saw some come around twice because everybody comes to me because I'm quite generous in my bags. I did say to one, "Do you been here before?"
Yeah. Oh,
Good
well.
costumes this year as well. Good costumes.
Yeah. Well, good evening, Scott.
Good evening, people. How are we?
Not bad. How's yourself?
I'm above ground, young man, so that's a bonus for me. So,
Yeah.
no, I'm all right. But
Good,
bit
good,
chilly down here, but you know,
Yeah.
apart from that, I'm fine.
So we were. You are Mr. Christmas. We're gonna. What's your favorite Christmas? What? Yeah, apparently. What's your favorite Christmas song? Put you on the spot straight away.
I've got
Or do you need a minute?
I've got three actually.
He's got three.
I've got
Go on, then.
three. Obviously, I'm a big Elvis fan. So, number one is Blue Christmas, by Elvis, obviously. Second one is Let It Be Christmas by Alan Jackson.
Mhm.
And the third one is Oh Holy Night. It's a bit of a mixture,
Yeah.
but that's my top three. I
That's
like
your-
all the other one, you know, the old traditional ones, but that's the top three.
Okay. Top three. Right. I'm not going to ask everyone else to do three. So relax. Who wants to go next?
I'll go then.
Go and then Jill.
Mine's I'll Be Home for Christmas, Bon Jovi's.
Oh, of course, Bon Jovi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice. Kyra?
I like a bit Shakin' Stevens.
Oh, you can't beat Shaky.
Yeah.
I was a big
nostalgic.
Shaky fan.
We used to sing it at the end of term before breaking off for Christmas.
It is a tune.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Lynn?
Oh, I'm definitely 80s girl, so it's Last Christmas.
That's what I was going to say as well.
Well, I'll go for the Pogues. Got to go for the
Oh,
Pogues.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be. So yeah, definitely the Pogues for me. Yes, good choice. So Scott, your house is obviously decorated. We've seen the photos. Are you all
Yes.
set for? So you're all set for Christmas. You got all your presents?
Aye, Sarah does the shopping. I've not got
Right.
Sarah's in yet. I usually leave that to, a week before because your 8-year-old daughters are a little bit of a grass. You've probably been there at one point or another. So this year I'm telling her, yeah, she was asking the other day, I said, I'm telling you nothing. I know I'm getting your mum, but I'm not telling you. But everybody else is in, just Sarah's to get in. But I'm going to have to do that secretly and hide them in here away from the wee one as well.
Yeah.
But I know the house is all lit up. It's been lit up for about 3 weeks now or something, 2-3 weeks. Just after Guy Fawkes, actually, I started work on the lights. You've got to, but as we said the other night, Liam, when you were on, there's enough door faces in this world, So
Very true. Yeah.
But I'm seeing more and more houses down here daily are getting their lights and that out. So
Aye, there's a few light shows in Inverness now as well. Definitely, there's a few more to see, and it does seem to be getting earlier with folk. We were talking about things being in shops earlier as well. Folks seem to be. I'm upset. Maybe it is because of the doom and gloom out there that they're all, they're all deciding, right, so that Christmas starts now.
Well, they've been playing Christmas tunes in B&M for about 2 weeks. Not that I ever go in. But we're in a couple of weeks ago at B&M, and you hear that tune, you think, oh, that's a Christmas tune.
Yeah, in fact, when we were in Edinburgh last, we went into B&M to get a couple of things, and there was Christmas tunes playing. So that was November.
That was a couple of weeks.
That was early, start of November or something. So yeah.
You find yourself subconsciously wiggling with the trolley, as you're going down the aisles. Not a pretty sight when I'm there.
All the ladies here have or do work in retail, so Christmas tunes in a shop are no.
I used to work at Braehead. I always heard Braehead Shopping Centre, doing security many, many years ago. When it first opened, actually, I think 2000 or something like that. But however, and they put all the Christmas decorations up and stuff like that in November, and that's all you got solid. Was right through, before kind of Guy Fawkes, right through to New Year was all the Christmas shoes. But it was only the one CD they played over and over. There was no variety.
That's what the guys are saying.
Mix it up a wee bit, guys. We write end ups and that.
And these days, I'm right in thinking most shops don't control their own music.
No.
We don't know.
No. Because
No.
I
the
think it would be a
Coke's
great
got Coke radio,
idea.
haven't they?
Yeah, it's like a centralized radio. And the worst of it, they don't even use the proper versions of the songs. They're really cheap. Obviously, they've got cheap copyright on them. Covers,
Yeah.
And they're atrocious. So you don't even get to hear the real thing.
I think an open mic shopping experience would be good. So have a microphone at the front door, come in, do your shopping, give us a song while you're at it, or ask behind the tills. We could do some sing-songs. I'd be up
Knock
for that.
yourself out. Yeah, I'll quite happily. When do you close? I'll quite happily come in about a minute before you close, and I'll sing. You'll
Right,
soon get your shop.
minute.
You'll soon get your shop emptied.
Thanks. That would be a good idea. It would bring a laugh, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
karaoke.
One thing that gets me is, and all you ladies work in retail, is when you get, the Halloween stuff, which is fine, coming up to Halloween. But then you get in the full meeting, they've got the Halloween stuff, and then facing it, they've got the Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think, why can we not just get Halloween out the way first before, but and then they'll get the Christmas stuff and Easter eggs. I've seen some, I think Tesco are famous for it, putting Easter eggs out in January. Sarah says she's seen the Easter eggs in Tesco the other week. I couldn't find them, but, Easter eggs in December.
Kara, you were saying Green Egg Christmas Eve, is it?
Yeah, we get cases of cream eggs delivered on Christmas Eve usually.
Cream eggs I can love me. That's my favourite. I do love a good cream egg, you know. But no, it's just nuts when you see Halloween stuff facing the Christmas stuff. But it's been like that for years, I suppose, isn't it? Try to get stuff out the door. But I do love Christmas. I will admit, I do love Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's not the same these days, don't you think? It's no. I see plenty of posts on Facebook and TikTok showing you Christmas in the 70s and the 80s. You know, when you were kids and stuff, and everybody's saying, I wish I could get back to their days. You know, because I think the atmosphere's gone now for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
certainly in Glasgow. I've been around for Glasgow, obviously. When, as a child, we used to get taken up the bars every Christmas Eve, and we loved it. And even growing up after I get married, and still every Christmas Eve went to the bars, and it used to be an amazing place. You know, it was always filled with people and stalls and all these different smells, and just the whole atmosphere was there. But then it kind of died a death. It's slowly coming back, but it's just not the same as it was years ago. And I think that's in a lot of places it's the same. The kind of atmosphere's dropped out it. That's just my opinion.
I always find it quite sad on Christmas Day now. I remember as a kid, you'd have loads of kids on the street, out in the streets on their new bikes and things like that. You don't see that now. They're all inside playing their PlayStations and Xboxes. Christ, I sound old, don't I? But it is. You're right. It has kind of lost its magic. And by God, there's no way as a kid I would have ever got something like an Xbox or a PlayStation. You know. And Christmas was that one big gift. You got a bike or a train set or whatever, but it was always that one special gift, big gift that you got. The world has definitely changed. Without a doubt, I don't think Christmas isn't as magical. And as we were saying earlier as well, once your kids grow up, if you've had kids, it loses a bit of the magic. It does lose a bit of the magic as well, I think.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still a kind of big kid, especially sharing the way I'll tell you as well. I mean, it was me that was pushing to put the lights and all the rest of it up and come up with different ideas for decorating. The two of them are fed up listening to me. They're like, here it goes again, He's off to B&M again. And, but I don't know. It's just, I think because I've always enjoyed it, it's just stayed with me. But no, some of the atmosphere has gone. I mean, I always wanted a chopper bike for Christmas. It was the one thing about every year, and I never got it. I got an Action Man instead. You can't ride an Action Man down the street. Do you know what I mean? That's illegal. But anyway, do you know what I mean? But I never ever got a chopper bike. I got a bike, but it was always some kind of pink and blue thing. And I think my mum and dad swapped me off or something. Don't know. I never got that chopper bike because I wanted to be gear stick in the middle of it,
Yeah, I remember a guy I used to work with telling us his Christmas story. And basically, this is a grown man, and he's hinting to his wife that he wants a new set of golf clubs for Christmas. So close to Christmas, this big box appears under the tree, and he thinks, yes, she's listened this year. Christmas Day arrives. Excitedly, he's downstairs right away to open his golf clubs to find that she bought him a trouser press.
That's divorce material right there, isn't it? That's,
He I believe he did fail to keep his opinions to himself.
Bit of a difference, though, isn't there?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a bad present, but that would be a bad present.
This was somebody giving you a new iron or something like that,
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Gran.
I hinted heavily at Colin one year when I was younger. I wanted heated rollers for my hair. And that time with a caravan, when and the square box appeared, so I thought, I've got my heated rollers. Opened it was a big torch. And it had a siren and flashing lights on it, and it was big and square. Oh my God! The heat rollers quickly appeared after Christmas, and he got
I bet they did.
after act to. He didn't have to buy me everything on the list, but it had to be one thing on that list. So I would get another torch.
How about you, Jill?
I always wanted a horse. I've been sort of a horse riding from about the age of 4, so I always wanted a horse. But no, I would get Barbie's horse. I would get all the Britons, like farm animal and horsey stuff. I would get remember the Lone Ranger in Tonto. I had silver, and I had whatever the pinto coloured horse was, and the horse boxes. I would get all this stuff, horse heads for the wall, horseshoes, you name it, even new jodhpurs and riding boots, but I never ever got the horse.
Horse heads for the wall.
Yeah, like it was a thing. My granny and granda used to have these weird figure heads on the wall. There'd be a drunken man, there'd be a clown, there'd be old sort of, you get those men that do the gurning where the faces are all screwed up.
Yeah.
All these weird and wonderful things. So you would get horse heads for going on the wall. It's only they used to sell them in Fraser and McCall's.
Sorry, I had this vision of a horse's head mounted
No.
on the wall.
I've got one of them up the stairs, but that's a fluffy unicorn head. But that's a whole other topic of conversation.
That should be in a museum.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I always wanted a horse, but no, never ever got one. Got all the other things under the sun. But my presents that I would get from all the family, you'd open everything up, and God bless now. But when my granny and granda were alive, when I was a real kid, up until about the age of 12, maybe, this box, big, I would always leave it to the very end, the very bitter end. And my sister did the same thing, because this was the pants and socks and tights and vests and knitted items. And you're like, oh, I know what's in this box. It's going to be a little bit of a anticlimax. So the pants and socks box always got left to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, I'd probably be quite happy with one of those kind of boxes. Maybe not the knitted pants and socks, but
When I was little, you didn't get stockings to buy. You got a pillowcase. You put your pillowcase out on Christmas Eve, and that was the size of the thing. So you got one big present, and I always got 3 annuals, like Diana, Bunty, and Judy. And then I would read my brother's annuals as well. And possibly felt pens and a colouring book. And maybe if I was good, I've got a new dressing gown at Christmas. But that was Christmas. Made the piles of things. And I remember still colouring my pictures in and dating Christmas Day for Boxing Day for colouring my things in.
Yeah. Evening to Eileen. Eileen, if you're dressed and you want to join us, just let us know and I'll send you a link. You're more than welcome to join us.
She's probably in her gym jams.
She probably is.
There was one Christmas, I was primary 7, well, primary 6, primary 7, Christmas, and I did the recorder in school, and I carried it on for a good while into secondary school as well. But appeared a box from Christmas Day, and I opened it, and it was a guitar, a 3/4 size guitar. I never expressed an interest in the guitar or learned the guitar. I took some lessons, but I was never interested in guitar. That was the probably most disappointed I was as a child in Christmas.
I think it's worse when you became a teenager and you're sitting there and your brothers and sisters are getting all these kind of cool presents, all this cool stuff, and every time because you're a teenager you suddenly need an enormous quantity of socks.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting there with their cool stuff, their Game Boys, whatever, and you're sitting there deciding what colour of socks you're going to wear on Boxing Day. That made your Christmas, it really did.
Yeah, I think it must be an adult thing that personally, I would never buy somebody socks for Christmas, but I think it must be an adult thing that a default or some rule that basically says, right, they're a teenager now, it's socks.
Aye.
Socks. Yeah, socks from now.
High karate aftershave. You know.
Do you still get that?
I know you still get blue stratus.
Oh,
I know you used to be them do it actually. High karate, I don't know, but I always remember getting high karate aftershave. Oh, Lord, they when I was single, do you know what I mean? You thought you were great.
Evening,
You know, every
Barry.
weekend covered in this high karate and stuff, you know. You suddenly turned into Bruce Lee, you know.
There you go.
Hey,
Ireland's
Barry.
best present was a James Bond car. Yeah.
Oh,
Brute, splash it all over.
I
Brute,
still
I
like.
remember my dad used to wear that Brute 33.
Yeah.
The Impulse came out when I was a teenager, so there was Impulse Musk, and I still like it today. I still got it in the house at all times. So takes me right back to my teenage years, right back to the 80s.
no.
Impulse was in the sort of same era as Charlie and all those sprays as well.
Charlie.
We didn't
So-
so when I worked as a teenager, so it was it's called something else now, but it was called Gypsy at the time. That was pink one and the brown one. The two we had in the shop. So my favourite was Musk, the Hinted Musk.
So, Kyra, what about you? And bear in mind, certain people might watch this video.
Well, I know he's actually sitting next to me with headphones on playing COD. He wouldn't have a clue.
I was thinking about your mum, but
Oh, no, I don't think it's on either. But you know what? I don't actually think they've ever given me a bad present. Sorry to disappoint.
That's a
And
good
as
answer.
an adult, there's nothing more I love than a nice pair of fluffy socks for Christmas.
right.
Absolutely love a pair of fluffy
Okay.
socks. Although I have asked for a new kettle this year. Very exciting.
So if you got Kyra in the Secret Santa this year and you've yet to buy her a present, fluffy socks. What about you, Barry? We were at
Yeah.
Christmas present. Oh, right. He's on the real stuff. I was going to, but I went out and I made a mug of tea instead. Enjoy, sir.
Slancheva. Mm.
Slanjava.
I thought this was the open
Cool.
bar.
It is the open bar, yeah. Just I kind of wimped out at the last minute. I thought, well, I actually thought if Lynn's joined you.
Good
Lynn's
for you.
joined you.
I had crap day at work, so yeah.
I will probably have a whiskey later. So yeah, so we were talking about Christmas presents. Worst Christmas present. What's the worst Christmas present you ever got?
Well, like you were saying about socks, I think, I have a drawer full of socks, and it takes me a whole year to get through each pair.
Well,
I don't need anything really. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you see, the problem I've got is, as Scott was pointing out the other night, I'm quite small and I've got small feet,
Mhm.
and people always buy me socks that are actually too big for me.
From the kids section.
It should be from the kids section. Well, not quite. But
Mm.
What size
yeah.
are you, Liam?
I'm a
Just
size
out of
6.
curiosity.
My feet are a size 6.
Yes, size 6. Okay.
well,
Size 6, yeah.
in the road of correlations with things.
It's before the watershed, people.
You said anything goes.
Yeah,
I did say anything goes. Yeah.
well, there you go.
Okay, there you go. And I did say I wasn't wearing the bottom half of my suit tonight.
Well, yeah.
Too much information.
I was just going to say, please don't stand up.
What?
Yeah.
Ah, dear. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so you.
Now, see,
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. I wish I could buy kids' shoes. They're so much cheaper.
Yeah. Nice one, Eileen. I like that answer. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still better,
Sorry, carry on.
it's still better than a torch, more useful.
Is Colin in the room there with you?
But he can say.
It was just the way you kind of looked round.
Yeah, but it's handy though, Lynn, because we're getting up and going out in the dark, and we're coming home in the dark.
Yeah.
Well, it was the caravan.
Practical.
Which usually went in the summer with the light nights, so
Yeah.
it had an alarm on it as well. So if I was attacked in the very safe caravan club sites that we were in, I could switch the alarm and call for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The posh torch then.
Yeah, what was for the time. It probably could be smaller now with the batteries being needed so big. I think it was rechargeable. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's probably still got in the barn. He hoards things. He doesn't throw anything away. He's probably still out there.
It's probably worth a fortune now.
Oh, it probably doesn't work now. But you either got the gift of being able to buy people a good gift or not.
You better been good because Eileen will curse you. She put a curse on me the other night. So
Yeah.
I'm always you.
You don't want to cross Eileen.
Unless
I
somebody
think I've been
crosses
good.
you.
Yeah. We all been good this year?
Yeah, I think so.
I've been good, but when I'm bad, I'm better.
So here's a question: when do you think it's suitable to start watching Christmas movies?
Oh, it
Never.
started weeks ago.
Never. Who said never? Is that you, Barry?
It was me. Bar humbug.
Well, you inspired me, Barry. I'm going to join.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to go and get some whiskey.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Talk amongst
Go
yourselves
for
for
it.
a few minutes.
Go for it.
He's switching his camera so we can't see him stand up.
Yeah,
Oh,
smart.
Aye, true enough. So you don't know what he's wearing for the waist down.
He's probably got his
No.
pajama bottoms on.
That's I've got my Christmas jammy bottoms on, so you know.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yep.
So when do you think it's suitable to start watching Christmas movies?
Well, I started 2 weeks ago, roughly 2 weeks ago. As soon as I finish watching all the Halloween horrors, I go straight on to all the cheesy Hallmark Christmas crap.
I try to avoid them.
We do enjoy the like Cheers and Friends and the Christmas episodes. I like sometimes Sky will do a series of the Christmas episodes for a program. I like watching them when they come on, but nearer Christmas.
I used to watch Morecambe and Wise.
They were.
Yeah.
They were
Christmas Day, wasn't it?
Classics. Yeah, they were classic.
Morecambe and Wise.
it was the biggest audience pulling show in the BBC. The Morecambe and Wise every single year used to trump everybody else. It became a kind of national institute, basically. Morecambe and Wise Christmas show.
Yeah.
Can
Always
you do the
remember.
dance, Barry?
Sorry?
Can you do the dance?
Which dance is that?
Yeah,
And
the
the answer
dance
is
where they kick their legs up and they're like this with their hands and that with their hands.
Oh, the
Bring me
answer would be
sunshine dance.
no.
That's the one, yeah.
Hands behind the head and
Yeah.
no.
No.
The last time I actually danced was when I won a twist competition when I was about 15. And since then, no.
Slange.
We were waiting
Sounds
to
right.
see your Christmas pajama bottoms, Liam.
I can't show you what I'm wearing below.
Oh,
Don't spoil the illusion.
Did your primary schools make you do the Christmas, the Scottish country dancing in the run up to Christmas?
Oh yeah, heel toe.
Oh, at school, they used to replace PE with that, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, in secondary school, we did special. We got a class to go to the gym and learn the dances again every year.
Do they still make kids do that? Do they still do the Scottish dancing, or is that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, there was a video, I think last year from Dingwall Academy or something that people were posting, and they were still doing it. I mean, my God, it was torture. You had to dance with girls. It was it was terrifying.
Girls had to dance with boys.
When the girls, they used to say the boys, right, go and pick a girl, so you'd avoid the ugly ones. Half the class was ugly, and then it was switched around. The girls had to pick a guy, and you knew you were the ugly one because you were the only one left sitting on the bench. After they all started, and you're sitting there yourself, and you had to dance with a teacher. Remember that? A teacher would come in.
That was worse.
I don't know if it was compulsory or they were taking pity on you, one or two, but it was usually your old French teacher or something like that. There was no young, good-looking teachers. They were all like, Miss Trunchbull, and you're up there with Miss Trunchbull with this. Do as I do,
In the primary school, with the juniors do their little Christmas party, and then with the primary 5s and 6s doing it as well. And we played a game called Wee Jimmy. So there was 4 lines of chairs, and you were picked out. So Wee Jimmy sat in the front line, Mum sat in the second line, Dad sat in the third line, the zookeeper sat in the 4th line, and then there was other animals that filled up the rest of the chairs in the line. So the teacher read out the story. Wee Jimmy went with his mum and his dad to the zoo, and when you heard your name, you had to get up and run round and plunk yourself down. And the last line was Wee Jimmy, Mum, Dad, the zookeeper, and named all the animals. So Abdi was running around the circles. And the head teacher had made up the numbers one year. And I was like to French chalk the floor for the dances, so making it really slippy. And he went full pelt, running round this line of chairs, skidded face first along the length of the gym floor, and his false teeth went and I remember it. I was primary 6. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I bet he didn't chalk the dance floor the year after. We didn't stay to primary 7. We had a separate school for primary 7s. So I bet he didn't chalk it the next year. But Wee Jimmy was the best game ever.
Never heard that one.
Well, I think it was a Wales primary school game that teachers made up, but we played in primary 5 and primary 6, and it was just great because we were all high as kites, full of jelly and ice cream and chocolate, and so we're all ready to go for Wee Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, and when you got to primary 6, you got to decorate the hall for the party. So I got a hold of the staple gun, stapled somebody's hand.
The things you learn, I tell you. You think you know somebody.
First time, primary 3, and they shouldn't have given me the staple gun in primary 6. And I learned a lesson not to succumb to peer pressure, because in primary 6 we had the headmaster as our teacher, and he was prone to winging the duster at us, and he'd just to chalk the duster if you were naughty and speaking. But we had a group of 4 tables, and Abdi in primary 6 had stools, not chairs. We were grown ups, we had stools. So, and our group of 4 tables was next under a notice board, and as everybody had gone up that morning to go get a book or go ask a question or get an answer for something, somebody had taken out a drawing pen and put it on the chair. So I came back and ha 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 ha. Yeah, and the three out of the 4 saw the drawing pen because it had been done to everybody. But then my friend and the other 2 was like, go on, it's your turn now. So eventually I succumbed to peer group pressure, put the drawing pen in the stool. The 3 of us had all seen it. She came and knelt on the drawing pen right in her knee. So, yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. So I
Nasty,
never
nasty.
succumbed to peer group pressure after. I'm not to be trusted with sharp objects.
Oh no. Hi, thanks for joining tonight. We're kind of on a break, I think, as Lawrence has kind of mentioned there. We're on our winter break now, so we're still doing some private stuff, but we won't be back until, in theory, March or April time for when we're starting to do events again. We're going back to Pool House again in April, actually. So yeah, that was cool. Now, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted to bring back up from Eileen. Is Ferrero Rocher and Bailey's acceptable breakfast fare on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
I think anything goes. Anything goes.
That's quite normal, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't drink very much, but I don't think you can beat the traditional Christmas fry up in the morning. Maybe I'm boring. I don't know.
Salmon, cream cheese, and bagels for me.
Ooh, that's posh. Yeah. Anyone trump that for
No,
posh
we do.
Christmas? No.
We do Bucks Fizz and croissants.
That's quite posh. That's quite posh.
That is posh. I mean, 1 year, I've got a friend stays in London, and I went down to visit. I used to go down to visit, but the first time I was doing, I booked in a hotel and it advertised, full breakfast, blah blah blah. So first morning I was there, got up and went down the stairs, and it was all croissants and fruit and cereal and stuff. And I'm looking about, thinking, and I says to the woman, I says, breakfast, says yes, it's a continental breakfast. I said, but where's the normal breakfast? She said, no, that's all you get. So I phoned my mate, and I says, what's up? I says, you want to see this crap? I said, no offence. You want to see the crap that's in here? They're going to feed me. I said, where can I get a roll and slice? So I think I went hunting for rolls and sausage. Just when you mentioned croissants for breakfast, I was like, oh no, that's no breakfast. No way.
I only have Christmas.
Yeah, we should mention that. Back on a little bit of a paranormal. You're going to the Banshee Labyrinth, aren't you, Scott?
We are. I get a nice wee mail off at Eileen this morning, inviting us along on the 16th of December to the Banshee. I've done the vaults, never done the Banshee. I've done the 2 sets of Ridgey Street vaults, never done the Banshee. But I was having a wee Google earlier on, and it's reported to be the most haunted pub in Scotland. So it was really nice to get the invitation. So thank you again, Eileen Doll. So we're looking forward to that on the 16th.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing how you get on because we're there in March with Eileen. Yeah, we're, as I said, really looking forward to it.
I'll be looking after this, Eileen Doll. So I'm looking forward to that. I love it. Edinburgh's amazing. We've done so much in Edinburgh, and it's a place you could go to every weekend. You would never get bored. There's always something new that you find out or discover or whatever.
Yeah. Cool. Did we get to the bottom of, by the way, when it's a good time to start watching Christmas movies, or was it just
Never.
I know you said never, but I went away to get a drink, so I never. I watched if people have me as a friend on Facebook, you'll know I watched The Elf at the weekend. Horror Christmas movie. I'll watch that. People don't, okay, and go to go and check the IMDb, rating beforehand as well. Oh, it was absolutely terrible. But that's actually depressingly my first Christmas movie of the year. I did go and watch Gremlins after that though, which made up for it. So it was all right.
I tend to watch them all year round. I do get into trouble for it. Even with my daughter, she'll give me into bother because I love The Grinch. I love that film, and I'll watch that all year round. Humps, heat. I was going to say when it's a heat wave, but that's a joke. But I think The Grinch is an amazing film, and National Lampoons. I would watch them all year round. That's just me.
Yeah.
Watched. I don't know if you've seen it. Violent Night.
Gina's just mentioned it there. Yeah. We've seen it a couple of times now. Yeah, it's good fun. Lawrence is saying The Grinch.
I watched The Violent Night for the first time just a couple of nights ago. I'd seen loads of trailers, but never actually watched it, and thought, right, got plenty of time, going to sit down and watch it, not going to fall asleep. And I thought it was actually very good. It wasn't very violent, but it was cheesy violent. But it was good.
It's like Home Alone.
Yes, yeah.
With grown-ups, really.
Yeah.
No,
my favourite one so far this year has been The Merry Gentleman, if anybody's watched it yet.
Right, go on, tell us.
It's a strippers one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Not sold on it yet.
It is good.
Male or female strippers?
Males, of course.
I was just going to ask that. Give that one a miss, I think.
Yeah, there is a story. It's not just all about strippers. But they only really take the tops off. The bottoms are still on.
Okay.
There's two films that they're not about Christmas, but they remind me of Christmas. One is Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Ah, yeah, classic.
And I know that's set at Thanksgiving. And also Grumpy Old Men. Have you ever seen Grumpy Old Men with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon?
That's me.
Yeah, I think yeah.
There's two they've been friends since they were little boys, and they hate each other. They live next door to each other, and it's a film you need to watch. I've seen it many times. I think it's brilliant, but always just reminds me of Christmas. I don't know why.
Yeah. I always watch Bad Santa, but that's just me and my sick mind.
I quite like the Jamie Lee Curtis one, and what's his name that plays Santa Claus? For comedian.
Oh, Trading Places, Dan Aykroyd.
No. Comedian. He plays Santa Claus. Tim
Allen.
Aye. It's quite funny. I like
there is some good ones.
Oh, Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Yeah. Polar Express. I always watch Polar Express every year. Love the Polar Express.
On Christmas Eve, by any chance?
It normally gets watched before Christmas Eve. Yeah. I should watch on Christmas Eve.
Sarah's family's got a tradition. They watch Polar Express every Christmas Eve and sit down to a buffet every year. Then we go to the bars.
Yeah. Miracle on 84th Street.
Yeah, I like the old one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a classic as well. Santa Claus. Yeah. Kris Kringle. Yeah, Kris Kringle. I
Have
just
you
can't
ever-
believe how many Christmas films there is now. When you go to Netflix and that, it's just like, how many films is there? You know, and they're all the same.
One to avoid is A Christmas Karen. A Christmas. We watched it. I think it maybe last year we watched it, and it's one of these films. It's so bad, but you watch it to the end because you want to see what happens.
Mm.
And then when it's finished, you sit there and think that was a load of. Do you know what I mean? And we sat. I can't believe we actually sat and watched it. We were just nosy buggers. We wanted to see how it turned out, but it was probably one of the worst Christmas films I've ever watched. It's just this woman. She's a right Karen, and she hates Christmas and she hates life, and it was really bad. So just stay away from it. I mean,
Yeah, Gina's saying Krampus. Krampus is a good film. I love Krampus. Yeah. Yeah, and
is that the elf? The elf film with Will?
No. This is a very low budget film with terrible acting, terrible direction. It actually looks like the actors have never met before. They don't know what they're doing. They're so wooden. I don't think the director actually has ever directed a film before, because it's just like the actors don't appear to have any direction at all. There's no emotion in them or nothing. It's just absolutely terrible. And like you, it's like, let's keep watching. It's got to get better. We've got to get better. And it's like, I was at the point of, will you just hurry up and kill them all so this film can be over? It's one of those films, you watch some films and you just don't like any of the characters in it. It was one of these films and you just thought, do you know what? You all deserve to die. Can we just get on and do it and get this film over? It was terrible.
I need to watch that now. Where is that?
It's on what's that channel, Jill? That where
the Tubi or the Rat?
Tubi.
Yeah.
So I've just discovered Tubi. Apparently, everybody else knew about Tubi and nobody told me about Tubi. But I've just discovered
told you
Tubi.
about it ages ago when you told me about that one that begins with R.
What that begins with R?
Yeah, I'm going to go and
Ratkin or whatever it's called.
Oh, Rattigan.
Yeah.
Channel, other channel. Yeah. No, she's got a lot of good films on it. But
They've got all the
as I
cheesy Christmas rom-coms.
yeah, well, I'd say Netflix has got plenty of that as well. Yeah. So, what's your favourite film, Kyra?
I'm the Grinch loyal.
The Grinch.
Yeah. Christmas Eve every year I watch The Grinch, and I also watch The Holiday while I'm wrapping Christmas presents. So I have something a bit soppy.
Do you know that there's a Grinch horror film out now?
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's like Lawrence won't watch Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm desperate to watch Winnie the Pooh, the horror film. I know it's going to be terrible. Even in the horror community, it's regarded as terrible, but it's got to be worth a watch, surely.
A horror Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, they've made two now. They've made a sequel. I think it's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's called the first one.
Oh, dear.
I one of the all-time classics has got to be "It's a Wonderful Life."
Oh yeah.
As my what age you are, it's a film you can't help but fall in love with.
Yeah. Scrooge, another one. Yeah. There is actually so many good kind of vintage Christmas films as well out there. Yeah, there's actually not enough days in December to watch all the good. Actually, joking aside, well, there's a lot of bad Christmas films. There's a lot of good Christmas films.
That's why you need to watch them all year round. Then you can fit them on.
Oh,
I would just get confused.
Barry's definitely not a Christmas film person.
I was just going to say, I was just going to say that, Scott. I was going to say, come on, Barry, what's your favourite Christmas film? Have you got one?
someone bought me a DVD of Elf, and it's still in its wrapper.
Oh no!
I've never seen it either.
I love
Oh.
Elf.
The bunny one, apparently.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Miracle on 874th Street or something like that, maybe. But no, it's all false jollity to me. Sorry,
Bah, humbug.
bar humbug. Yeah, a bit like Antique Roadshow. Sort of forced
Like,
cheerfulness. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shall I go now?
No, you can stay. You can stay.
Yeah.
We know what happens to the Grinch. In
Did
the
you
end,
find out?
it's art grew.
I don't.
In the
Heart will
end,
grow too soon.
I don't.
Liam, did you find out if there was anything more about the Deadpool Christmas?
no, there's lots of rumors circulating that there is a Deadpool Christmas special. Ryan Reynolds has been putting out rakes of videos and images on his Instagram, apparently, from Christmas sets, dressed in his Deadpool suit, and it's Deadpool sets. But as of yet, nothing has been officially announced by Disney or anything, which is a bit strange, including we're coming up to December and they haven't said anything yet. But they did do Guardians of the Galaxy, so
I like that.
yeah. So to be honest, it seems a bit of a no-brainer. And as I said, apparently Ryan Reynolds, the first story he wrote, a Deadpool story he wrote, was a Christmas story.
Yeah.
So there's rumors that it's actually he's taken this old script and they're actually going to resurrect the script. But I don't know if that's true or not. But we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, Guardians Galaxy Land was good. I enjoyed that one.
It was 2 Christmases ago, but I didn't come across it till last Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine with Santa hats on would be good. It is
Yeah.
after the watershed now, though, I have to say. So we're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. You can indulge in your fantasies now, Jill.
You're going to give everybody else a bad impression. Well, that shut that conversation up, didn't it?
No, I'm just saying. Sorry, -11 in Inverness tonight. Apparently,
It's what? Sorry.
it's supposed to be -11 here tonight.
Oh, good God!
Can you believe that? We woke up to snow again this morning.
Oh, how depressing!
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a really thick frost today.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't get above freezing up here at Culloden.
Right. Yeah, I had to scrape the car at lunchtime today, thinking normally by lunchtime the car's fine, but not today. It was solid, but yeah. But yeah, going back to Wolverine and Deadpool. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. If he's doing Deadpool Christmas special, Wolverine's going to be in it. They're best mates, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. I would have thought.
It's like exciting.
Yeah. Is there any good new Christmas films coming out, or do they even bother putting any Christmas films into the cinema anymore?
Okay.
Don't know.
Never
know.
heard anything.
I know
I think-
Wicked's a big one just now, isn't it? So.
Mhm.
I think Violent Night was the last big one, was it no?
Probably was, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
But there used to be one every year. Maybe they've run out of stories.
Well, if you've seen the quality that the Netflix put out, it's a bit like watching an episode of the A-Team. You know, the story's the same every single film. Boy meets girl, they don't like each other. They fall in love. Something happens, they fall out of love. But then it's all right. They fall in love and they all live happily ever after.
That's the
to
same.
spoil it. That's it. And the snow and Christmas trees and Santa, you know.
Did that?
Yeah.
That's why I liked Violent Night, because people died.
I like White Christmas for the traditional one with Bing Crosby and what's his name? I can't remember. They're
Frank
all nice.
Sinatra. Is it
No,
not?
he's tall, thin.
I've got the DVD. I can't even remember who's in it.
It's Bing Crosby and that guy. He's in a lot of music. Danny. Is it Danny?
Kay?
Kate, no.
No.
Anyway, so I like that one because that snows at the end. They're trying to save a inn because there's not been snow for ages. Hark back to 1950s global warming. So yeah, and they start singing White Christmas, and then somebody comes running in and says, "It's snowing," and they open the barn doors, and it's white. They're singing White Christmas. It's really nice. I like that one.
Yeah, you were right, Scott. Danny Kaye.
Danny
Kaye.
It's only Danny I know. So,
Yeah.
I guess.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye.
But as you say, Liam, a lot of these films are boy meets girl. And they're all very shiny people, these people. They're all shiny.
Yeah.
You know, you never get somebody just normal at a butcher or something like that, you know. Or, you know. They're all very, the way
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance I'm ever going to get a bloody cast in one of those films, that's for sure. Unless they're needing an elf or an ogre, you know.
They're all trying to save a failing business in some description as well.
Aye, but they're still dressed in the best of gear. You never see them going to the loo. You never hear them talk about anything normal. You know.
Even in Star Trek, there's no toilets in the starships.
You don't see them going to the loo in Star Trek either. But do you know what I mean? They're all polished and all the rest of it. And it's all these good-looking, not that I'm any Tom Cruise by far, but it's all these good-looking guys. You never see an ugly bugger try to get the girl. You know, it's always this Prince Charming with his swept away hair. And he's always got a scarf round his neck, isn't he? It's always that wrapped in one. Come to Scotland, we can't afford scarves. You know, come to Glasgow. You know, you need to pull your jacket up. You never see him with a jacket. Anyway, sorry, ran over. But it's always the same. Like tartan scarves and that, and they live in, you know, Alaska or something like that. Somewhere exotic. Not Alaska, but you know what I mean. Somewhere snowy. Or these beige people. You know what I mean?
The problem is these films are probably filmed in June or July.
And they're all perfectly tan. You know.
Yeah.
You know. That is not true, Scott. I watched Christmas film with normal bodies. I suppose there are some. A film I thought was really funny. I don't know if you ever seen Surviving Christmas.
I don't think I've seen that one.
No.
James, he's passed away. James Gandolfini and I think it's Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck plays this rich millionaire, and he goes back to his psychiatrist tells him to get over your problems, get back to the home of your childhood, and write everything about paper and burn it in the garden. And so he does it, and it's James Gandolfini's house, and James comes out and whacks him with a snow shovel. But he ends up hiring this family for Christmas. Thing is in it as well. The mother, I can't mind her name. The mother out of Home Alone, she's in it. She plays the mum. It's called Surviving. It's really, really good. So he just buys this family for Christmas, basically. And they all hate each other, they all fall out, you know.
I'll have to check that one out. Yeah.
You should keep a wee eye out. I think he's on Netflix, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think creepy. If we go down creepy Christmas, you've got the Krampus. That's a creepy one.
I've never seen that.
No.
No,
Enjoy the Krampus. Watch Krampus. I like the idea of the Krampus. You know, I think that's something that every country should adopt is the Krampus. You know, to scare children into behaving before Christmas.
Oh.
You know,
you were scared because if you didn't behave, you got cold.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah.
And on New Year's Day, if you cried as a child, you would cry if you were told, don't cry on New Year's Day. You would cry for every day through the year if you cried New Year's Day.
That's another one I'd not heard of.
I think it's just to stop us being naughty and overwrought and throwing tantrums.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of New Year superstitions. Don't cry, don't have dishes in your sink, don't have a washing in the machine, or the rest of it. You need first foot someday,
And
all that.
before you put it out.
Yeah, that was the one my parents always did, was they opened the front door and the back door before the bells.
Yeah.
To let the old year out and the new year in. Yeah.
We would always put a lump of coal on the doorstep, so we'd open it just after the bells and take the coal in. So you're always take it in for the new year, and they putting out, spending money and giving things out, taking in. Didn't work, but we did it every year.
I had one, my last New Year with my mum and dad, I get sent outside with a chicken. And I was out there till about 12:20 because they forgot about me. They were drunk.
Is it a dead chicken?
10 to 12, something like that, with a raw chicken. And I was standing outside, I was fucking freezing. They were kicking up all lines in. And then they thought, oh, wait, where's our son? He's outside with a chicken. And they came eventually in. I was there for about 20 minutes. I was like, where's your chicken? Happy New Year, you bastards. Never told many people that story. It's quite embarrassing.
We always got a little alcoholic drink at Christmas and New Year, and the choice for the kids was either snowballs or baby shams. So that's my traditional drinks. I always hunt high and low for snowballs and baby shams. And last year I saw in a vintage shop a set of 4 original baby sham glasses, so I bought them. So I my baby sham and a proper 1970s vintage baby sham glass.
Yeah.
As kids, we used to get bashed shandy and get lied to. We were told it was beer. Give me a wee half glass of beer, son. Thanks, Dad. We actually felt drunk. You were about 12 or 13 years past shandy. You're like, oh, this is great, Dad.
Yeah. Hogmanay's not what it used to be. Everything's commercialized now. Everything is commercialized. But yeah.
In Glasgow, Hogmanay, they don't do it anymore. Going back many years, you could. We lived about 10 minutes away from the Clyde, and every year you'd open your front door, open your windows, and you'd hear all the boats would gather on the Clyde. And at midnight, they would all sound all their horns. And you could hear it for miles and miles, And then it just, they stopped doing it. And that was quite sad because it was a party. It was a party New Year. It was traditional. So everybody in Glasgow, the boats on the Clyde and that, and then they just stopped doing it. And it was a shame. It took kind of, again, talking about Christmas, the magic away. It took kind of the magic away for New Year.
They actually still do that in Inverness. If there's boats in the harbour on Hogmanay at midnight, the boats will all sound their horns. They still do that because I live right next to the harbour. So yeah, I know. Now here's a question for you from Woof. Was Baby Sham the first alcopop?
We certainly got it as kids. It was the snowball and baby sham was acceptable drinks for the kids.
I think it possibly was. I can't remember anything before it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably right. It's certainly my memory. It was the first kind of, you know, little thing. Most everything was spirits. It was in, big bottles, and then all of a sudden, these little bottles appeared. I don't remember anything else being in small bottles like that. So yeah, it probably was. Yeah. And Snowball.
Snowball, I remember
Yeah,
them. I don't know if you
was the other
still
one.
get them. I remember them.
What was a snowball in?
That's Advocat.
All right. Okay.
Baby Sham.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And it's got the logo on.
Lovely.
I sit with Christmas and I drink my Baby Sham. I think it's probably short for baby champagne because it's a low alcohol fizzy drink.
Cider.
Yeah.
Baby Sham.
Little dears.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
set of
Cider and Baby Sham was Eileen's
Like-
misspent youth.
Giving away our secrets now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me
Well,
was
there was no alcohol the rest of the year, and the bottle my granny used to drink a little glass of sherry at Christmas and New Year, and the Bailey's Bristol cream bottle lasted for years. Little drop like that. My
Yeah.
mum was
Back-
a Bacardi and Coke, and I was
my grandma.
buying
Does-
the little tins of Coca-Cola. So I was fascinated with these little tins of Coca-Cola, and we couldn't have them. It was just Bacardi.
I always remember it. I can't remember how old I was, but my parents had gone out, so me and my brother decided to raid the drinks cabinet. And we weren't that old. Seriously, I was still primary school age, and I think it probably was a mixture of vodka and brandy and possibly whiskey. But that put me off drink for quite a few years. I would just mix it all together.
wouldn't have dared.
Yeah.
I used to do that too, but maybe as a teenager, and then replace it with cold tea.
Is that what they drink in TV and the films and that? They certainly used to, wasn't it? It
Probably
was
is.
cold tea, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Until my dad got wise to it, but yeah, I think that's what they do in the films.
Yeah.
They make the cowboy films about tranquility. That's fit they do. They use cold tea.
Mm.
Don't
Not
know.
quite the same impact.
No,
It makes you grimace. Got a cold tea.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, we have overrun a bit, guys. So it's been a laugh. It's been good tonight. Good fun. I'll cut us at this point. Thanks to everyone who's come on tonight. A special thanks to Jill and to Scott for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. I know that I'm going to be back on with Scott on
The 15th.
15th.
On our
For your
Xmas Day
Christmas-
Live.
Your Xmas Day Live, yeah. So looking
No Xmas Day, Xmas Day.
Xmas.
I know I'm Glaswegian, Liam, but come on, seriously.
Yeah, sorry, I don't do Ouija.
Say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, night Eileen, thanks for joining. We'll do a few more probably lives over the next month or couple of months anyway. We'll pop on from time to time. I do hope to get some more guests on. I kind of put that in the back burner with us being busy with other things. So we won't be quiet and dormant completely, though we won't be out and about the same way. But our next outing is our Christmas meal. So looking forward to that. And then the week after, I'm going for another Christmas meal with the Extreme Ghost Hunters. Yeah, so that'll be cool catching up with them. Night, Gina. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So yeah, all good. All good. And yeah, Eileen's going to be joining us on Scott's show as well. And a lot of other people as well, aren't you, Scott? Haven't we got a lot of other people
Yeah,
joining?
we've got yourself, we've got Eileen, we've got Nicola from Whispering Souls. We have got Kat and Willie Armstrong. Willie's originally from Glasgow. They're paranormal exposures. They're coming on. I don't have my diary to hand, but I think one or two other people coming on as well, possibly GSI. So a wee full house, you know.
Perfect. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. So thanks again to everyone. I'm going to leave you with these words of wisdom from Eileen. Christmas calories don't count. Remember that, folks. And until next time, stay safe, slange, and good night.
Bye.